hobbit was worried. Thinking things over, he was regretting some of the things he had said to the dragon, and was not eager to repeat them. The old thrush was sitting on a rock nearby with his head cocked on one side, listening to all that was said. "Drat that bird," said Bilbo crossly. "I believe he is listening, and I don't like the look of him."
"Leave him alone," said Thorin. "The thrushes are good and friendly. This is a very old bird indeed, and might even be of those that were alive a couple of 100 years or more ago. The men of Dale used to have the trick of understanding their language, and used them for messengers to fly to the men of Lake and elsewhere."
"Well, he'll have news to take to Lake Town, all right, if that's what he's after," said Bilbo. "Why, what has happened?" cried the dwarves. Bilbo told them all he could remember, and confessed that he had a nasty feeling that the dragon guessed too much from his riddles added to the camp's amber ponies. "I am sure he knows we came from Lake Town, and had help from there, and I have a horrible feeling that his next move is going to be in that direction. I wish to goodness I'd never said that about Barrel Rider. It would make even a blind rabbit in these parts think of the lake men."
Well, it can't be helped," said Thorin. "It may be a mercy and a blessing yet to know of the bare patch in the old worm's diamond waistcoat."
The general opinion was that catching a dragon napping was not as easy as it sounded, and the attempt to stick one or prod one asleep was more likely to end in disaster than a bold frontal attack. All the while they talked, the thrush listened, till at last, when the stars began to peep forth, it silently spread its wings and flew away. Bilbo shivered. "I feel it in my bones that this place will be attacked again. Smaug knows how I came down to his hall. He will break all this side of the mountain to bits, if necessary, to stop up our entrance. And if we are smashed with it, the better he will like it."
"Why hasn't Smaug blocked the lower end, then, if he's so eager to keep us out?" said Thorin. "He hasn't, or we should have heard him."
"I wish you would not argue. Smaug will be coming out at any minute now, and our only hope is to get well in the tunnel and shut the door." He seemed so much in earnest that the dwarves at last did as he said. Once inside, with the door half open, the talk turned to the great hoard itself. Shields made for warriors long dead, the great golden cup of Thor, the necklace of Girion, Lord of Dale, made of 500 emeralds green as grass. But fairest of all was the great white gem which the dwarves had found beneath the roots of the mountain, the Arkenstone of Thrain. "The Arkenstone, the Arkenstone," murmured Thorin in the dark, half dreaming with his chin upon his knees. It was like a globe with 1,000 facets. It shone like silver in the firelight, like water in the sun, like snow under the stars, like rain upon the moon. But the enchanted desire of the horde had fallen from Bilbo. Darkness grew deeper, and he grew ever more uneasy. "Shut the door," he begged them. "I fear that dragon in my marrow. I like this silence far less than the uproar of last night. Shut the door before it is too late." Slowly, Thorin shook off his dreams, and getting up, he kicked away the stone that wedged the door. Then they thrust upon it, and it closed with a snap and a clang. No trace of a keyhole was there left on the inside.